All right. Welcome back, people. Today is day 14 of Inktober. And the prompt is castle. Now, when it comes to structures, especially buildings, that's where line art gets challenged very, very heavily. And perspective gets challenged very, very heavily. So, when it comes to castles, I have to go back to my heavy influence once again. Yeah, two distinctive structures that come to mind, and both are incredibly detailed. And usually buildings are, at least in my opinion, since there aren't buildings tend to have quite a bit of like geometry to them. There's some elegance in stacking, running parallel lines. Although one embraces more of a steampunk thing, which I tend to gravitate towards because steampunk has asymmetry, lots of chaos, like chaos, but with an overall form, which kind of feels more like an organic model. And generally speaking, I use that as a crutch to not have to draw incredibly precise parallel lines and whatnot, and pipes and stuff like that. And of course, the castle I'm thinking of is courtesy of, once again, Miyazaki, but in this case, we're gonna skip the first one. Is we did add one that was in homage to Howl's Moving Castle already. If anyone wants to see a drawing, they check out Howl's Moving Castle, like the literal moving castle. It is immense. But we're not gonna do that because that's just gonna be like 12 hours of line work. However, we are, or at least I am going to attempt a more elegant structure. Hopefully, it's not too tough. It is also courtesy of Miyazaki, and it's actually an earlier film. It's called Laputa, The Castle in the Sky. It has that wanderlust feel of motion in the air and like floating. I do enjoy my floating structures. I mean, House Moving Castle is more or less a floating structure on a few legs, but so Laputa is it's a little bit more elegant. So I could see like it's constructed with like three concentric circles of walls, and then you have some chaos stacking of very cylindrical things. And the nice thing about, at least in my opinion, that works in my favor is it's circular. Everything's like spherical, circular, as a tree, leads to some benefits on me not being an incredibly decent mechanical drawer. We haven't done a pencil piece yet, and I feel like this one might end up being black and white, just like a volume thing with pencils. But before we do that, I have to figure out what type of pencil I'm going for. Let's just look at all the pencils. Pencil number one. Uh, Oh, interesting. It gets sharper as you press down. Wow, it's the reverse. That's actually, we might actually use this for shading purposes. Actually, I kind of like it. Huh. It's like if I want to get deep, we're gonna add this. I actually really like the way it works. Like the harder I press, the sharper it gets. I like the loose shading. And if I want to get to, like, for example, say I have like two boundaries, right? I need to draw a boundary first. If we have two boundaries, and if I'm usually shading shadows or something, you could go in, and then when you want a hard edge, it could be a little tough to manage, but yeah, when you really want to hit a hard edge, you can push down. So it works in the reverse direction. We'll add that just in case. What is this wiggly thing? Okay, this is the standard where it's always the same width no matter what. And there's no velocity. Yeah, no velocity changes. Nah, we'll pass on that. What's this? Same thing, but way murkier. Ooh, I'm not a fan of that. I think this is the number 2. Oh, I did it on the background. That happens. Oops. Okay. This is the number 2. No length. No, I mean no width difference. It's okay. Not what I'm looking for. There's a lot of this has a lot of noise. Ooh, but if I'm really light, that's a no-go. It does have thickness changes. Actually, maybe not. No, it doesn't have thickness changes. It just... Okay. That one's okay. That's a little aggressive, actually. Oh, this has directionality. That's interesting. It also has... This is the most dynamic one, which I do like. So this has direction. It also has tapering. And it also has might be a little too much, but I like this. I'm gonna use this today, probably. And this is the shading. Turning your pencil on the side. I do enjoy this. This is the one that I usually go for fills. What was this? Is it the same thing with direction? No. Well... I'll just keep that in mind. Yeah, we're gonna go with this thing. Number 4. Okay. All right. All right. We have to get the concentric circles down. Maybe something like this. And then we want it to be higher in the middle, but tapered. Oh. Do something like this. Another thing about Laputa is that it's kind of dilapidated, or it's canonically dilapidated, so it also gives us some breathing room on how clean it has to be. Now the weird thing about this is not clear if the first level is supposed to be taller than the second one. Fine. We'll make them about the same height, right? Oh, it's still like kind of taller in the center. I'm drawing a cake. It's like a three-tiered cake, you know? And okay. Today I'm gonna focus on breaking down structures again. Been a while. I start with primitives. I've been neglecting. Now there's something random here. So this is I believe this is where the landing pad is. Something like this. I guess you still go up. It's a cake. We're baking a cake. All right. Okay. Still continue to focus on the relative shape of things. This is where we have like very hard to. It's like it's incredibly detailed, but it's also incredibly small. So like there are these structures. They're kind of like cylindrical in nature. Hmm. Like the three in the front, these three are just walls for the most part from the top. When you look at it from the top. And then there's like, there's also trees. Something like that. I drew them too big. That's good enough. Right, that's the general structure. Let's see. What else we got? Is that a building with a tree underneath? Or is that... Can't even tell. Oh man. In the original there's like a hecaton. Wow, it's... I see. I guess you just arrange however many little structures you can place on it, really. So like I guess you can maybe we'll place like 3 at the top. Like this. Okay, at this point it's arbitrary. And then a gigantic like something that big ish. I haven't really done a like a bushy tree before. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Yesterday we did like the... Okay. And then there is still something on the bottom too. Kind of like a half sphere. Maybe something like that. And perhaps this sphere cuts off the same way, something like this. It's actually like a crack here. I think that's the general shape. It's so hard to see what's underneath. Maybe I should just shroud it in. Just shroud it in shadow and call it a day. Just be like, ah. Like, you know, just take this and be like, ah, alright, it's done. Okay. So, okay. It's gonna be a pencil drawing because, the vast majority of it is detail work. So, okay. Alright. Where do I even start? Okay. There's something else we need to mark, right? There's a periodicity to the structure, which can help. But it can also cripple me like crazy because spacing is mean. Spacing is very mean. It can be incredibly unforgiving. All right. Okay. so far, world. Okay. Now we know where all the towers are gonna be. Anything else? Hmm. I feel like it needs to be a little bit wider. Something like this. All right. I think this is okay. All right. Guess we can start with hmm. Oh, you can bet your sweet honey buns I am not putting in the line details on these things. Why did I say honey bun? Honestly, I don't even know if this is what they look like. Only had a few minutes to really look at what it's supposed to look like. We'll just say those are okay. You know, we'll do a color pencil. We'll use color pencils. I really like the color. I mean, this is biased. This is like, what is the color scheme for this? It's kind of like brown-ish, brown goldish, and then there's splashes of red and then green. Like, it's my wheelhouse. Imagine. I'm just gonna pretend like all these doors are the same. Don't really know. Not really taking a close look. And I imagine all these walls are supposed to be like one smooth curve, but we're not doing that. That's ridiculous. And these are really scrunched up together, so we're not going to even bother with well, I guess we can do the one line thing. Or something like this. To represent that same texture. Only like it's so off angle. Can't draw any more of it. Cutting corners. That's what I do best. Don't worry, the line part is in these things aren't really like the best part. The shading is what gonna do it for us. Although now that we're deciding on color pencils, gotta keep brainstorming while I'm doing this. No idea. Just drawing the same patterns. Might be totally going to bash this with tons of lines and noise. I made this wall segment too long. Perspective. Very difficult. There's like a slight angle, but I'm not really paying attention to that. It's fine. I'm only paying attention to the top and the bottom line that I drew earlier. So if I keep to that, it'll be okay. No? I guess we can consider the first wall complete. Alright, let's go back to center. Okay. Are they pointed? Kinda. I don't think we're gonna go that edgy. Don't at me, folks. These are soft caps, okay? Soft caps. None of that. None of those jokes. Okay. Okay. I guess we just draw the same door design a couple more times. There are a lot of, I'm drawing a lot of rods, you know? When do I really make the... No, there's no overhang. Not that that's too important. I was thinking the caps had some overhang, but no, they don't. We're gonna do it this way. We'll try to keep it as clean as possible before we do any form of manual texturing. Definitely going off script now. Okay.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
That looks utterly sus, but that's okay. Okay. I'm trying to curve. Like I'm trying to like shift the doors left and right as much as I can. Or whatever these things are, like decorative panels. So it kind of looks like they're like fading one direction or the other direction. I'm not doing the best job of that though. From time to time I'm like reminding myself, but it's falling by the wayside most of the time. To get it to look slightly like it's curving. You know. I think the boundaries, like the top and bottom boundaries, are the thing that are doing the most to show that it's curving. Thank you, Primitive Shapes. Didn't even get to the time-consuming part yet. This is the relaxation part. Hmm. Wait. Hold. Are these like caps? Are they? Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, okay. They kind of remind me of mushroom caps. They're more like more of these structures. They have red roofs. Uh, Not really. It's kind of orangish, and the bodies are white, so kind of like mushrooms, in a way. Like toadstools. I'll just get them a little tiny lip. Okay. Time to flex my tree abilities, right? That looks awful. That kind of looks like a broccoli. Hmm. Still looks like a broccoli. Hmm. That's fine, I guess. It's good enough. We're basically just improvising at this point. Okay, time for the big broccoli. We gotta do the Bob Ross fro. Okay. I get any primitive. Okay. Okay. Just drawing some guidelines for later. Maybe something like that. I could use more like a scratchy approach to this. Well, we'll see later. That's fine. It looks okay. Okay, now this part, I think we're just gonna be creative about this part. I can't tell. So, if I had to guess, right? Be something like this, maybe. Wait, I think we made this too big. Hold up. Okay. Take a look. Hmm. I wanted to come to a point at some point. That's good enough. Okay. Now we gotta kind of like use our imagination, I suppose. I mean, it kind of just looks like it has scaffolding. So what? Let's just do it this way. Something with periodicity, right? That gives some perspective. Something like this. We're gonna use our eyeballs. Actually, and what do we I don't know, we could draw cross lines, but increase the distance as we're getting closer to the lip to make it look like it's panning properly, I suppose. Like, maybe like this is this large. Now we get closer. You know, I just realized. I have to like fix the edge, but that's yeah, because it's not like Oh, right. Uh, Hmm. Uh, I have no idea. Um, sure. Yes, I'm just improvising. And making sure to take into account the spherical look, I suppose. Um, do I want to stay with right angles? I'll make them choppy too, and whatnot. Hmm. I better not get too crazy, or else it's gonna be a nightmare. Just trying to cover the white space. Add some diagonals in there, I guess. Nah, we're gonna just stick to right angles. Right angles have that. Oh, we have natural diagonals, it's fine. Just trying to fill in. Fill in this space. It's good enough. It's like really, really arbitrary. Whatever these are, these little like. I don't know what they are. Kind of looks like they line up with. They're just arbitrary, so. I'm gonna make them in between the guys. Hold up. I don't know. Oof. Okay. That's fine. Sure. Could be a lot more like diagonally and whatnot. Okay. Ow. Okay. Um. Okay. All right. I hope no one's afraid of what is that thing called? Diphtheria? Diphtheria or something? Something afraid of black holes? Because there are a lot of black holes. It was definitely just arbitrary. No. Nah. All right. I guess it's done with that. Two hours. 1 hour to attempt to shade this. We're not using this. Complicated. Okay. I mean, do I want to go with... where do I even start? Okay. We'll just do standard volumes, right? So... Whoa. I'll make sure I don't mess up. Okay. Yep. Definitely need to duplicate that. Okay, okay. That's probably what we're just gonna go for. This is Laputa from Laputa Castle in the Sky. That's the prompt for today, Castle. And we are not coloring this because too much lines. Well, we're just gonna shade it. Do a volume. You failed on the first day? This is my third year. It's okay. I only draw generally during Inktober. This is the third year. Not too bad. We've done a bunch of things so far. Hash out older techniques and experiment with new ones. The usual. Keep the conception line to 4 hours-ish. 4 hours is the max. Do you do artwork on as a hobby? What do you do? I do artwork for just a personal thing that I do traditionally. I don't do artwork in a consistent fashion. I see. Comic artist on Webtoon, so it's taking all my time. Oh, I see. I just do artwork for fun. This is the only time I generally do a lot of artwork. So, probably not gonna see me do artwork for a while after this again. More into the end user. I'm more of an end user experience than a creator. What do I mainly stream? I mainly play video games, I suppose. I generally just talk most of the time. And I stream for Legacy. I just record things I do. That's about it. I usually talk about psychology and science, mental wellness, and what have you. Video games is just to act as a platform. It's a personal thing that I consume a lot as an end user. Yourself? There's artwork or got other things? Uh, Bonding. That's an interesting word. Maybe. Generally, that's more of doing it privately kind of thing, yeah. You produce beats on... can you tell me what FL is? I'm not quite sure what that is. We're gonna hit this a little. Right. Personally, if you talk about mental health as a man, it's deemed as weak. That sounds like some cultural dissonance right there. And some interesting normalization of traditionalism. Especially being African. I see. Fair enough. You seem to have a hyper focus on mental wellness as a handicap as opposed to advantage. The men are just meant to have it together per se. Well, talking about mental health doesn't necessarily mean you're not together. But I can appreciate your normalization because of your culture. The most successful men on this planet constitutionally has a better self-awareness. Not publicly discussing about it is a different story, but mental wellness is both positive and negative, so... what I generally, just to describe something, what I generally do is I discuss executive function, as in how to make people successful. Not, it doesn't necessarily have to be if they have problems of sustainability, but how to make them even more successful. That would be an example. You don't have to be like we're not talking about just depressed people. We're talking about successful people who wants to continue being successful. Oh, this is gonna take a while. How long do I have? 52 minutes? You still live in Africa. What does this look like? I guess... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... This is probably the outer edge, so let's do it this way. They are during a series, but it's tied with your talent for music. So have a career clash. But I thought Twitch is the best way to get them together. That's interesting. What elements make them clash together? It's interesting that you compartmentalize your skills as a person instead of well, I mean, you say Twitch kind of brings them together, so you're proactively looking for ways to utilize all of your skills. It sounds very healthy. I don't want to shade this structure right now. Holy heck. Okay. It's fine. How's our light source going? Probably gonna be top or bowing down. Okay. Alright. Actually, have I been doing it dead on? Yeah, I'm kind of been doing it dead on, huh? How's that going for you, your little Twitch thing? More the drive to be creative. I would class myself as an expressive person through actions. So I thought instead of doing them one by one, I just do both. Yeah, that is quite healthy to integrate all your skills. I'm 5 streams in, sure. Dating is the longest part. For this particular piece, yeah, it's the longest part. I guess I wouldn't call it shading myself. It's just volume control. But this is a structure, so it doesn't have full float. It doesn't have singular large bodies, just lots of rigid bodies. And lots and lots of lines, which I think I'm gonna cut corners here. Oh, hopefully I finish this in the next hour or two. Yeah, rendering is definitely technical. I agree. Uh, I generally do, I guess, Inktober when it comes to the rendering part. It's more or less just discovery as we're going. Probably gonna use a white color pencil going back through. Okay. They only yeah, I would say so. It's kind of hard to describe since I only really do digital artwork for like once a month, once a year. The creative process for me is holistic. So any skill is can be integrated into the creativity process. I don't necessarily have to draw to improve drawing per se. I come from a multidisciplinary background. So generally speaking, I resonate more with you about the idea of integrating both your love for music and your artwork together. Kind of a generalist approach versus a specialist approach. So creativity, like for example, this prompt is at the intersection of my long history with anime, right? With Miyazaki and filmmaking. And a lot of it also is an intersection of my understanding of perspective and the psychology and like a lot of psychology, really relying on what may be easy to get away with when in terms like perspective shift and stuff. So instead of focusing on the mechanical aspect of drawing, like drawing perspective lines or doing that, you can apply psychology to break down some of the forms so that things look kind of alright, even with a complete lack of mechanical skill. But generally speaking, multidisciplinary, and I would say yes. Any skill improves a person's skill holistically, as long as you're looking to tie those skills together. So my interest in filmmaking and the Japanese culture in general, and my appreciation for filmmakers and developers tend to make these tasks better each year without actually having to literally draw most of the time. What I can say about here, so this is the whole mental health thing, right? There's this cliche that most successful, or I would say a large population of successful people would say, is that you're not trying to find gold. You're turning things into gold. So whatever you touch is gold. That's something within your control. If you're looking for gold, then you're looking for luck to happen upon you. So when you're learning things and you're doing things, you're always thinking about how they can work for you, not how it can work for you. So you don't learn to draw to make money. You learn to draw and have it make money for you. So instead of looking for skills that would make you money, you turn skills into money makers. I'm always criticizing myself, always make sure I correct, but I think though trial and error I find ways. Yeah. Also, that quote is obviously an integration of a lot of successful people's sentiments. But generally speaking, consistently and sustainable successful people, what they touch becomes gold. They don't go around looking for it. It's the idea. And obviously not literally, but figuratively. So you're not looking, you're not dependent on what is successful or what is portrayed. You create the trends. And luckily for me, I suppose, I would say it takes a while to really get into that mindset. But I spent most of my life with that. Yeah. So if, say, I'm sleeping, right? For example, this is the conversations I have with people most of the time, usually in private, because of discretion. But one thing is like, hey, you have to sleep. Well, you gotta make your sleep better. How can you make your sleep more productive? How can you make anything you do more productive? To you, obviously, not the whole like maximalizing life scheme and hacks that people are offering online. But the idea is always active. Try at your best when you have the energy and fortitude to do so, to always actively participate in the things that consume your time. Sleeping and eating would be one of them. So finding a emotional investment in maximizing the return on eating and sleeping is incredibly helpful. Nowadays youth, there's this hyper focus on objectivity, as in they must see a pragmatic link between the skills that they are building and their overall performance. Unfortunately, that hyper focus leads to a imbalance often of self sustainability and health at the cost of objective like skill building. So for example, it is very difficult, but we get there eventually, demonstrating how taking time out to learn how to appreciate the culinary arts in one's life can indirectly impact the pragmatic skill they're working on. So without an effective self-maintenance, it is very understated that one can perform incredibly well and almost disproportionately well in their practice skill if they took time to invest in other skills, especially life skills. So if you eat well, if you try to eat well, it might disproportionately pay back your ability to progress in the skill that you desire. But it is very difficult in this day and age to have such a large gap between the pragmatic need to eat well and how it can affect your like career and whatnot. But generally in life skills improve sustainability. So your artwork will probably improve by leaps and bounds if you can improve your lifestyle already. It's one of those things like, how do you improve without actually having to improve the exact thing? Well, good lifestyle hygiene is probably an untapped resource for a lot of people. Nothing wrong with being a student going back. Yeah. Oh. Sometimes you scale back and that might be okay too, you know? But life skills are incredibly neglected, so that's kind of what I discuss most of the time. I play video games as a platform for that. It's actually streaming for the occasional person when they come by is generally how I end up in longer discussions regarding life skills. But I don't do this I don't do this professionally or anything. Oh, the other parts, but not like streaming or anything like that. I'm not into. I don't have any. This is just for personal legacy building. I like to record. I like to keep a record of the skills I work on. It offloads my need to remember most of this stuff. I have a doctorate in biology. So yeah, not an artist. In fact, it only this stuff is only something I did just the last 3 years, I guess, mostly, and just for those months, really. I did make some emotes just out of curiosity. Yay. HONS. What does HONS stand for? I'm guessing BA is bachelor's, cartoon and comic arts. Honors. Oh. I see. I'm not too familiar with the African school system, so I'm guessing honors is just like cum laude kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. Oh, is the African school system based on UK? My only experience, like first-hand experience with the UK system, the British system, was when way long ago, I studied abroad for 1 semester in New Zealand, and then New Zealand uses the British system. It was, I think, one of the things that stuck with me about being in the British system that me and my classmates a little bit off guard, but it created a concern where there wasn't, which is the idea that to get a it's normalized to 50%, so the passing grade is 50%. So we were curious, why did it get normalized to 50? Because in the United States it's 70%. But it didn't really change the outcome. Like, we figured, so does that mean A's are harder to get? Like 4.0s are harder to get? No, it just the raw grades just normalized to that for those students. Oh, another thing, at least this might just be unique to New Zealand, was that attendance was not mandatory. That is an interesting thing. That is something that does not apply in the US system. I see. Should have clarified that. Wonder Bread here, I see. It's 40%. Huh. 40%, huh? I'm American, by the way. I mean, if my accent didn't give it away. I'm second generation. So my parents were immigrants. I can't tell you how many kids come to class hungover in New Zealand. Like, they are hungover as heck. I don't know. Seems alright, suppose. I mean, it's okay. I think the United States haven't changed too much in my 36 years of life. Yeah. I mean, it takes a very long time to get a PhD in biology. Well, you see, as a biologist, right? We've harvested the fountain of youth, and we have secret to anti-aging. So anyone who ends up in the 1%, right, of intellectuals get this like access to a youth elixir. And that's why I appear 20 years old. I'm kidding, but it's probably largely because I stay indoors a lot of times. And largely, not really engage in reckless behavior. Take care of myself. My bad. Canada. So you've been to Canada? Yeah, I only did it in college. A little bit in graduate school, but largely in college. It's been a while. Now I just run. I run a lot. heart healthy, you know? Oh, it was Zoom? Oh, that's interesting. That sounds kind of like a baller sensei, really. Yeah. Okay. Darn. I always will. I look up when I'm thinking. Okay. Okay. Too fat. I'm trying to save some time here. Too fat. My brush is too fat. Or my this pencil thing. This is Krita. Freeware. Never heard of it? Krita? Yeah, Krita is I'm gonna make a reference, but I'm not sure if you're technologically inclined or not. But Krita is the Winamp of this generation for artwork. It's probably the best way I can describe it. It's the freeware that is crowdfunded by donations. So if you're not a professional and you need semblance of, if you're interested in stuff, and it gets the feedback of a community, right? This would be it. And supporting it is by donations, largely. What do you usually use? Clip Studio is a good one. Are you on the Apple, like Procreate? Photoshop and Clip Studio, okay. No Procreate, huh? Yeah. It's one of those things, like, if it was someone who's doing it for a living, I'd probably recommend all three of those, actually. Any combination of those three is fine. Yeah, if you have the luxury of if art is your jam, I probably highly encourage that. And you have like expendable income. Not rich to buy one. I can empathize with that, that's for sure. Oh boy. 30 minutes later. It's on a wish list? Yeah, I probably, if I had a buddy who is really going for the art dream, that'd probably be my gift of choice for sure. We have to go back through the whole thing with a white color pencil, but it's getting there. We want to keep this within 4 hours though. So slow and steady. This is where we wax on and wax off the whole thing, like this. See, if we weren't doing buildings, this is my jam. I generally don't do buildings a lot, so today's prompt required that I do a building. A lot of times I do figurative stuff too. When someone says like a castle, my first inclination was I was gonna draw a mine palace. Like a mine palace. Then it can be anything. So a lot of times the prompts, it comes down to whether I want to draw a building or just not. The other choice I had was I usually preface these, but the other choice of castle I was gonna use was House Moving Castle. And the only advantage for House Moving Castle is steampunk inspired, so there's chaos, so you don't have to like do lines like these, right? To make it look like it's stacked on each other. So you can just draw whatever shapes you want and just patch it together as long as it kind of looks like House Moving Castle. But it had a lot of stuff. So I'm usually an organic person. So I like wavy lines and whatnot. So trees and plants and animals and stuff. That's more. So shading becomes very, very quick. Because when you're doing animals and stuff, you don't need to do like 8 billion things stacked on each other and get every edge. Oh yeah, and edges are looser, right? Because like for buildings, edges are incredibly heavy, but for animals and like all that other stuff, you just make it up as you go. Take a really, really big, big shader and just like, this looks like it's gonna be darker here. We're just gonna like add a little bit here. Make this part darker, but the edge is lighter. This part is gonna be a little darker. This part, here, 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 and we're done. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, as long as it fits the form, and because of the nature of like curved lines, that took you can occupy like this gigantic space, and it took me like 10 minutes to do the thing below it. You know what I mean? Oh, unfortunately now I skipped this for a reason. Okay. Alright. Okay, it's fine. First, color block. This is the closest thing to a color block that we got. I decided not to do this in color because I knew I had to do some shortcuts. So we're done. I'm just kidding. But I mean, because there's so much line detail, you can get away with just not shading it at all. Because we spent the time doing all the line detail. I do have to admit though, dude, yesterday's prompt though, I think yesterday's prompt is by far still one of my favorites so far, personal favorites. This was yesterday's prompt. The prompt was Rise. So we did this one. The story behind it was you know, rise, it could be a sunrise or a moonrise because people's days change, right? And it's I like the cyclic thing that happened off the reflection. So we talked about beginnings or ends are new beginnings. So I like the idea of, and then we mix match between like a Western style and an Eastern style landscape approach, and then use colors that balance each other out, right? So that was kind of the idea. If you zoom in, I totally cut corners on the log cabin because there was heck no way I'm gonna draw on the logs and all that stuff. So we just like smeared a bunch of oil and then add a few lines to give it its form, and then that's the way it goes. Because obviously where the eye is gonna catch is the middle. Yeah, sure. Let me look. Let me look at your piece. Ooh, that's lovely. I like it. It's an awesome pose too. Did you make the background and then blur it, or did you do it the background like that? Because I cheat. I I draw the background and then I blur it. Because like I don't want to imagine how to draw it deliberately blurry, if you know what I mean. Yeah, okay. Like imagine. That's really nice. I love the colors are great. I love that you executed the complete dynamic range. You have the harsh shadow that goes straight to black for the back of the cap, and then the front. Oh yeah, you've captured a lot of things that I'm a sucker for. Yeah. What was the prompt that I just basically cheated on? For form, it's probably this one. There's a whole heck of a lot of black everywhere. Like, nah, you just let the person figure out what it's supposed to look like. This was a homage to Miyazaki. So I did a red panda like mask, but it's supposed to be No Name from Miyazaki, right? When he spawned the goal to man, I forgot her name. Ask for gold. Yeah, lots of nighttime stuff. Yep. Anyways, back to this. All right. We're gonna try to at least do some of this. And the only thing I'm gonna do here, and then I'm gonna just like backshade. All we're gonna do is take that thing and pick random places. This is the shortcut we're gonna do. All the lines are slightly curved for a reason. I made all the lines slightly curved for this very reason. They'll come together at some point. Now let's get the horizontals. Just pick our favorite lines. Just balance them out somewhere. Okay. And then now we're just gonna do a sphere thing, right? Now we're gonna do a sphere thing, which we still haven't gone back and do rim lights yet. So now we're gonna take this part. All right, we're done. Yeah, you gotta cut corners. All right. Now we go back and do one last thing, which is I'm gonna take a white thing and just add random things everywhere. All right, gotta fill it out, you know. Just gotta fill it out. Oops. Too thick. No. I should not be on top. Oh no. We'll do it. I like my things to be a little bit more vibrant, so we go back. We go back and oh, I've been doing this. Oh no. It's fine. Or it's fine. It's fine. No one has to know. I don't want to say it, but I totally didn't just move to a different layer. Somewhere down the line. It's fine. You know what? I think we're gonna leave the second. Okay. Okay, you know what? Uh Shh. No one will ever know. Shh. No one will ever know. It's fine. Just a slight bit of cleanup and we'll be fine. No one will even know that the left-hand side has white shading all over the empty space, you know? I don't even know what layer this is on. What the heck? Oops. is this? All right. Okay. All right. All right. Oh. Was it this thing? Yeah. There we go. We need the line work to be permanent. So just bringing out the lines to give it more form so that all the shadows are cast darkly. There it is. You can be an edge lord and put in some clouds. How do I? Okay, I need some Miyazaki clouds. How do I get Miyazaki clouds? Hold up. Okay. Miyazaki clouds. How to paint Studio Ghibli clouds. That's a fantastic cloud. Oh man. The clouds from Porco Rosso? Dude. Okay. It's so elegantly simplistic. Okay, I was gonna go for a fat cloud, but maybe a small cloud. Oh, okay. It's not quite the same. We'll go with this. Okay. All right. I kind of want to cover some. Hold up. Feels bad, but all right. Mm. Okay. Hmm. I think we're gonna take a little bit of another shortcut here. I think maybe. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. We're trying. Specifically masking the parts that I don't particularly like. No one will ever know. Oh no. That's gonna be tough. Um okay. Hmm. Wait. Oh no. That's not where I want it. I gotta be mindful of the layers here. I've already lost track of all my layers. Hold. It's fine. It always gets chaotic near the end. Okay. Hmm. What the heck? Oh, that's the line, right? Okay. I don't even know what this is. Okay. Alright. Alright. Hold up. Okay. Okay. Say what? Oh. Wait, what was this? Okay. 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 This is what happens when you create with no expectations in mind, you know? And just go with the flow. And just to heck with efficiency. Okay, guess we shade this stuff. Okay. Okay. Epic feel? Nice. It was pretty epic. On the reveal of Laputa. Hey. Let's go back. The cloud faces. These things. Um, where were the lines? Oh, these were the lines. Okay. Uh, okay. Pillowy. Very, very pillowy. Eh, 50's fine. Yeah, the foreground. You gotta place that foreground, right? All right. Yeah, 3:30. -30 for some chit chat. 3 hours isn't too bad for this piece. All right. Indeed. You gotta do. You gotta make sure there's some depth. All right. All right. Ideally, these should be between 2 or 3 hours from start to finish. The idea is try to not to spend too much time. I forgot how to spell castle for a moment. What's today? The 14th? Okay. Your flow state time don't. Yeah. Yep. It turns out something I don't quite have in my mind, but you know, it's the best. That feeling when you don't know what it ends up looking like at the end. All right. All right. Good. 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 Let's save this. Yeah, no worries. Good luck with everything. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm gonna be changing gears now. Sleep well. Thanks for sharing, by the way. It's nice. Nice candid conversation about your goals and whatnot. And definitely feel free to share. I don't know, you can always catch up. You only have to catch up with 13 days of Inktober. I'm just kidding. But yeah. Have a good one. You could pick your favorite one up to this moment. You know, like 2 of your favorite prompts. Like the ones that just resonate with you, you know? All right.